Unfortunately, right now, there isn't probably going to be a very direct impact because this wasn't a formal legal proceeding. It was an inquiry. It might be that the Court of Appeal will eventually quash her decision, which will provide more of an authoritative precedent. But my hope, and a lot of people hope, that in the future, courts and prosecutors and defense attorneys will be more cautious about admitting this type of evidence in the future. So it might result in some sort of cultural change or cultural shift. So some people have proposed a federal criminal case review commission. These exist in lots of different countries, including the United Kingdom. And these bodies are relatively independent from the government and review cases that are potentially unsafe. So cases like this, where the evidence was never that strong, and make recommendations to courts to say, perhaps you should review this and maybe overturn it. And in the UK, these here, thousands of cases a year, and hundreds are overturned. So it could be a useful reform. So I think maybe the problem is that science isn't overlooked enough, and in fact that it's often the less reliable, less robust science that is given too much weight in court. And I think one reason this happens is that in most criminal cases, there's only one expert witness, and it's the prosecution's expert witness. So they have no one there on the defense side to point out holes or assumptions or weaknesses in that scientific evidence. So it's just one potentially biased version of the science that's being admitted into court. So this was a really interesting case in that what happened was very unusual, and it isn't something that's very easy to roll out in a widespread way because it involved hundreds of scientists coming together and petitioning the government and a large inquiry where dozens of scientists were heard as expert witnesses. It's just not really possible to have that done in a way that can help a lot of people. One thing that I've proposed is that instead of that, we can at least prepare really rigorous, transparent summaries of research so that when an expert witness in court is testifying and maybe they overstep what they can say, or they don't cite some research that they should be citing, there's a quite authoritative summary of that research that the defense attorney can use to say, hey, why didn't you cite this study? Isn't that a useful study? And that might be a little more efficient than having dozens of scientists testify in every case.